Okay, so this video is for just the A1 warm-up phase. Okay, so I'm just going to be showing you what you're going to be doing. The warm-up phase for every section, like your knee and shoulder, your hip and ankle, and your total body workout, it's all the same. So your warm-up, your activation, your flexibility are all the same. It's just your control drills and your abdominal drills that are only different. Okay, so for every exercise, I want you to do it in this sequence that's on the that's written out for you. Okay, there's a reason for it. I'll tell you in person. So your first one is skipping for 6 minutes. So it will be double hop 2 minutes, single hop 2 minutes, and alternating hops. So say you have your skipping rope, your double hops, okay, and then you have your single hops. So probably 1 minute on one side. 1 minute on the other side. You can alternate 30 seconds each side, just to give each one a break, and then alternating one, which is this one. Okay, so alternating the legs while skipping the rope. Okay, so that's for 6 minutes. Just kind of warm your calves up a little bit. Then you have straight leg kicks, straight out in front of you. Make the hamstrings warmed up. Right, so you have that. Do how many reps? So it's 10 reps for all of them all the way down. Then you have external rotations. Work on this now, okay? So around, okay? So you're going full circle, nice, really open circle, okay? So that's external rotation. Then you have internal rotation, okay, which is inwards, 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 okay? So nice big circles with the hips, inwards and inwards, all right? So that's internal, external rotation, internal rotation. You have your shoulder roll with light skip. So I'm just going to give you a bit of a demo here. So it's just like light skip around, okay? So nice big shoulder rolls, okay? Just kind of improving that range of motion. And then you have your A skip, which is, oh, see that? So it's just, it's like, know yourself how to do it. And then you have your walking hamstring sweeps, which is so toe pointed up, sweeping down, round, toe pointing up, sweeping down, and around for 10 reps. Okay, so that is the warm-up part. I'm going to show you the activation part in the next video. Okay, so get your band, resistant band. What you're doing is you're starting off with glute bridges at the start. So it's 10 reps of glute bridges. So band, bump the knee. I'll go face here. What you're doing is your band, resistance on the band. You're up, slowly down, explode up. So you're going for 10 reps. Okay? So keep the shoulder, hip, and knee in one line on the way up. Alright, so you're going for 10 reps there. Then you're getting up. Then you're doing hip abduction. Okay? So from here, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then opposite leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then both legs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright? Once you've done that, you do the resistance band squat, which is 5 reps. 1, 2, up to 5. Okay? Try to keep upright. Okay? Try to keep your body upright instead of leaning like this. Alright, that's bad. Keep the body up. Nice and tall. Doesn't really matter about the range of motion, so obviously just keep the body upright. Okay? Next one's the squat jump, so keeping the body upright. 1, 2, 3. Nice and relax. Make sure there's a nice cushion. Then you have your crab walk forward. So bring it down here. Okay? From here you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10, and then once you've done that, you go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10. Okay, then you move on to a lateral crab walk, which is this way. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll just show you that in the frontal plane. 1, 2, that's what you're doing, okay? Just sideways, all right? And then you have resistant band quick feet, which is only keep it there. So you're going, remember the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, remember that one? And then that one, 2, 5, okay? So you're doing that on the opposite leg as well. And then you have your base hip marks on the spot. So resist the band around your toe, the balls of the feet in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10. Alright? So that is the activation part done. And we move on to the stretching. So, next part is the flexibility part. So the exact same for all of them. What I want you to do is, so get a wall. Okay, this is kind of in the way. So kind of just lean forward down just to get your calves. Okay, so it's 2 sets with 20 seconds, 22 seconds each side. Remember letting this leg up dead and just keeping this heel on the ground and just dropping forward, letting your knee drop down. You'll feel a real pull on the calf. Okay, you do that each side for 3 sets, okay, of 20 to 30 seconds. Then you move on to your hamstrings. Okay, so remember this one. So tighter side first. So my tighter side would be my left side. So what you're doing is hands on hips, keeping both hips in line. This one forward, this foot forward. Okay, kind of use a table or something beside you for balance. And what you're doing is you're leaning forward. And as you do that, balance. As you do that, you're trying to bring this hip towards this knee and leaning forward. You feel a real tight pull. Okay, point your toe down first. Okay, and when you point your toe forward, you feel it in your upper calf as well for like the second or third round. Okay, so this is 3 sets, 3 seconds each leg. Then you move on to the quads, which is lying down like this, just nice and relaxed. Okay, and drive your hips forward. Okay, so drive your hips forward, just stay nice and relaxed. Go 3 sets, 20, 30 seconds each leg. Then you're on to the glutes. Okay, so with the glutes, grab some sort of surface. Okay, so remember, or even a wall, never swing yourself in. Up you get, grab the leg and just let it sit. Okay, just literally letting that sit. And if you want to apply a bit more pressure here, that's perfectly fine too. Okay, so that's 3 sets, 23 seconds each leg. Okay, so once you've done that, so leg and do the same thing. Okay, then you have the hip flexors. So surface like this again. Just using this just to protect the knees. Okay, so bring it in, foot down. Nice and close, both hips in line, and you're just leaning forwards. Leaning forwards, relaxing, letting your hips drop, nice and easy. Okay, hold that 3 sets, 20 to 30 seconds. Then you have your pec stretch. Okay, and so from here, you can either grab, so say this is a vertical surface. Okay, so what you're doing is, so picture this as this being up, okay? Vertical surface, okay? What you're doing is you're just pulling down alongside and just holding that stretch. Okay, you should feel it in and around the shoulder area. Okay, so 20 to 30 seconds and then change over, okay? And then you're onto your lat stretch, which is grab like a bench. What you're doing is getting down, now forwards, and you're just hands up, and you're just sinking your middle of your abs into the ground. Just nice and relaxed. You feel a stretch on the side of your body. That is your lats. And then the posterior stretch, which is the best stretch in the world. From here. Okay, what I want you to do is, so swing your body over, right? Hands, toes pointed down, hands pointed forward. Nice deep breaths, nice and relaxed, just nice and controlled. Okay, when you're done, a couple of seconds, slide your hands down, grab your toes if you can, breathe. keep doing 3 seconds, just ease into it and ease back. Okay? That's your flexibility. Make sure to pause this video every time you've done each exercise, okay? Don't just go through it all. But have a flick through it and then, yeah. Okay, do it one by one. Okay, so this is your hip and ankle rehab. Okay, control drills. So hip and ankle rehab control drills. Start the 90-90 hip drill. Okay, so it's 20 reps all together. So each rep counts as one. Okay, so this is 1 rep. So this is 1, 2. Okay, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to keep your bum on the ground at all times, while you're trying to bring the knee to the opposite ankle. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 20. All right. Then you have your single leg kickbacks. So this is just focusing on. Okay, so go forward there. Right. So what you're focusing on here is glute recruitment. Okay. So you're not letting your back, see when my back is bent here, so you're keeping your core tight, nice and tight. All right. So core is tight. 1 second. So core nice and tight. What you're doing is you're just kicking back, squeezing the glute, keeping its core tight. You'll feel a tight pull on your hamstring, and back in. 2. So only 10 of these. 3. Good. Really focus on that glute squeeze. So really squeezing the glute here. Okay? Good. All the way up to 10. So it's about 5 each side. Alright? Then you have your assisted squats. Okay? So your assisted squats, this is going to help you kind of stay upright when you're going down on a squat. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Just slowly coming down. This vertical surface is to help you stay upright, okay? So you're just constantly going down. 1, good. And every time you go down, every rep you increase the range of motion, okay? So you see the way I'm squatting a bit deeper every time I go down. Okay, so you do that up to 10, and by the time you're at 10, you should be kind of near enough fully down in an upright position. Alright? And then you have a front foot elevated calf raise. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so I'm just going to use this very quickly. Right. Now, so it's not a very good surface for it, but okay, so front foot's elevated, like a split stance almost, okay? And what you're doing is, it's just a calf raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? All the way, so you're doing 5 each leg, alright? It's 2 sets. Yeah, okay? So this will help the kind of you staying in this stability. It's also helping the calves, but it's also helping your hip position. Okay? We'll go more into detail when I'm with you, but this is just for when I'm kind of absent in sessions. So yeah, on to the next one. Okay, so these are your abdominal drills for your hip and ankle rehab. So I demonstrated the toes to the sky in the previous video with your ankle and shoulder, hip and shoulder rehab. No, it's your knee and shoulder rehab. So if you want to go back to that one, I'm just going to show you really quick. Yeah, okay. So for the side crunch, okay. So just to kind of get used to it, what you can do is have this hand out in front. What you're going to be doing is, so keeping the body in line, the pressure's kind of on the hip. You put a pillow or something there. What you're doing is you're going up, side crunching, slowly back down. Pressing up, and slowly back down. Okay, so crunch up, slowly back down and go to the opposite side. Then you have your toes to sky. So from here, your toes are literally going to the sky. This works on your lower abdominals. There's here, up as far as you can. This movement is very restricting. And back down, up, good, and back down. But you are going to feel that abdominal pain, because it's lower abdominals are usually weaker in athletes. Okay, so the next one then is the Superman. So what this is you're focusing on, it's basically like a dead bug, but the opposite way, okay? So Superman is out, back in, pushing out, and back in, okay? So out, and back in, and you go the opposite way. Pushing out, and back in. Nice control, nice and slowly. Okay? And those are your abdominal drills for the hip and the ankle rehab.